friends, welcome back to SusanCanCreate. I hope everybody's having a good after the holidays time. We are experiencing some really cold weather today. It's been raining and trying to snow again. Today we're going to look at, I'm going to do an Italian pizza dinner, and I guess it was good. I had the Italian dinner scheduled for quite a while, and kind of thought I knew what I was going to do. It has morphed a few times into different things, and it was kind of funny because yesterday I was watching something on TV last night, actually, and it was Rachel Ray. She was going to building a house in Tuscany. I guess it was always her dream to live in Tuscany, and since she was a little girl, and so she found this property with an old barn on it, and she converted this barn into a beautiful, beautiful home. And I fell in love with the whole process. Of course, I love barns, and the fact that that land, I mean, in Tuscany, oh my gosh, what a beautiful, beautiful place that is. So it really got me in the mood to do this video. And I'm obviously not in Tuscany, but it really kind of put me in the mood, and I changed my thought process and my decorating again. So what I got out of that too is that they live a lot outside. They eat outside. They really live their farm, what we call, farm to table is just their style. That's how they live. And so I sort of thought, well, okay, I'm going to do the best I can with my dining room and kind of make it feel rustic and kind of bring the outside in a little bit. So that's what I did. I used in my tablescape, I used those wood slices again that I used for my winter wonderland. I used just some basic dishes that are in there that you'll see, and I'll go through. I used some other rustic materials in there, and I really like the way it turned out. I do. I brought my chickens back. They're outside. I noticed in Tuscany there are chickens running around everywhere. Okay, so I brought my chickens back, and so it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing it. We're going to have pizzas. I'm going to make one of the pizzas, and then we'll have a different kind. When it's time for the party, I'm making one of the pizzas. I'm not. The party isn't right now. I'm making the video ahead of time, as you probably all know. But I'll make it, and my husband will eat it. He'll like it. And so I'll make one of those, and I'll, if you're interested in the recipe, just let me know. Otherwise, you can look up online. There's plenty of recipes on how to make things. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. All right. So what else? Please subscribe. Please down below. You subscribe and hit the like button. That really does help me. I'm hoping that the things I do give you some sort of inspiration, some sort of idea of what you might like to do. Change it up a bit for your dinner parties. That's great. If I was going for like this dinner party, afterwards I would have like games, board games, all kinds of stuff set up, and just make a really fun night of it. That would be the plan. That would definitely be the plan. All right, so let's go ahead and start showing you how to make the pizza. So let's get right into it. Along with the pizza, I would be serving a big salad tonight, and then some wine. So let's go ahead and show you how you make a pizza. Okay, let's show you how we're doing one of these pizzas. Anyway, this one's going to be a pancetta fig pizza. It'll have some mozzarella cheese, and then it'll be topped with a little bit of a arugula salad that has a little bit of little bit of olive oil, a little bit of balsamic on it. It is so tasty. If you haven't tried it before, it's really good. Now use whatever dough you want. I mean, you can get the store-bought kind, you can make your own, and you know, you roll it out. I've already rolled mine out here, and I have it on parchment paper. Okay, so I went ahead and I used some olive oil, and I just sort of brushed it along the top of it here. And you can use real figs. That's great. I'm not going to use real figs. I'm going to use a fig, organic fig jam. And I'm going to put the fig jam on here. I'm going to put this all around. You don't need to put, I mean, you figure out how much you want. I kind of like it. I like that touch of sweetness when I bite into it. So I kind of put it on there a little heavy. I don't go out to the edges too far. So kind of stay on the inside here. And kind of dollop it around. However, you put as much or as little as you want on there. Okay? Okay. So put that off my finger here. Okay. Then I put mozzarella on there. Some people put goat cheese. You want goat cheese? Go ahead. I'm not a goat cheese fan, so I don't use goat cheese. So I just put mozzarella. I'm just using regular old Kraft mozzarella, shredded mozzarella. There's several ways. If you go online, you'll see all kinds of recipes for this. And some people use prosciutto. I happen to like pancetta. So just put that on their layer of the cheese. Okay. Alrighty. I have a big, pizza board. You can see here, that I slid my pizza on so I can move it around. We actually have a pizza oven, but I'm not going to go outside. We do it outside, and it's cold. It's rainy. We're supposed to have some snow tonight. So I'm not doing that. I'm doing mine in an oven. So I have a pizza stone that's in the oven right now, and it's heating up. This is what I am going to serve for the Italian, one of the pizzas, for the Italian dinner. But this is just a run through to show you, and my husband's going to eat it for dinner. So I'll put that there. Now, the pancetta, you can find pancetta, usually you can find it around the deli section, okay? This one, they're from, it's usually from Italy, and I just got this in the deli section. And so, but you usually cut it up if you're gonna put it on pizza. I just chopped it up. You can see it here. I just chopped it up, and I'm going to put it on a piece of aluminum foil, and then I'm going to set it on the hot stone in there on the aluminum foil, and I'm going to crisp it up. I'm going to crisp it up before I ever put it on there. You don't want to cook it on the pizza because it has, it's just like bacon basically, and all that grease and stuff. You don't want that on your pizza. So just crisp it up on the hot stone and on the foil or parchment paper, whatever you want to do. I like to do foil, and I kind of make a ridge around it so it kind of keeps the oil where I want it to go. So let's go ahead and do that, and then we'll be right back. Okay, well, here's the finished product. After I had put the pancetta in the oven to render out the fat a little bit, for a few minutes, 3 to 5 minutes. Then you take it out, you spread it over, and then, put the pizza in, let it cook I cooked it for just under 15 minutes. And then I took it out, and I put the arugula with a little balsamic, a little olive oil on the top, and there you got it. So that's one of the pizzas I'll be serving for the pizza party. The other pizza is a pizza that just has an olive oil. As far as the sauce goes, it's just olive oil, and on top of it, it's feta cheese. And the feta cheese, on top of that, there is a bed of greens, and the greens have a little bit of dressing on them, and it has more of a almost a drizzling of ranch also on it. And then it has a sushi, like a sushi salmon on it, slices of that type of salmon, and it's a smoked sushi salmon on it. It's very good. It's excellent. It's very, it's pretty healthy as pizza can be. We all try to keep our crust thinner. It just helps cut down on the carbs. But you can use whatever kind of pizza you want. It's your party. You do whatever you'd like. There you go. That's our pizza. So now we'll go ahead and go in and see the dining room, and we'll see you when you get back. Okay, welcome to the dining room. We are going to go and look at the Italian pizza dinner that we're going to have. I've set it up for rustic casual kind of if you were in an Italian restaurant or maybe in Italy and an outdoor kind of situation. But we'll start here with the place settings. And as usual, I used a charger. Well, first of all, I used my table cover. I got a traditional red and white tablecloth. And then I went to use these wooden chargers that I've used before. Most of the stuff in this segment, this video, are things that I've repurposed from other videos. I try to do that so you can see that you don't need to buy new things every single time. You can repurpose. But I use the wooden charger to give it that rustic look. These are the red plates from Amazon Basic that I also used in the Valentine video. On top of that, I just used a white linen napkin, and I folded it lengthways and put it straight across. And on top of that, I'm serving a salad. These are solid teak salad bowls I've had for probably 40 years. I absolutely love them. I use them every chance I can. And so I put those on there to keep with our rustic theme. And then, of course, I used this silverware happens to be a darker silverware. I liked it because of the theme we've got going on. And I set that up. Over at the top, all I added was a wine glass and to this setting. And there you have our table setting. Pretty basic, pretty easy. Okay, now we'll move on to the rest of the table. Okay, for the table setting, the decor on the table, I got some fresh daisies and I cut them up. I put them, you'll see them spread out all through the table. I just put in groups of three little buds. I used a little glass, drinking glasses. They are cordial glasses that I had, and I used those. And like I said, they're spread out through the table just to give it that fun little outdoor feel. In the middle, I have these very, very nice wooden bowls that the bread are going to go into, but they're Italian bowls. I love them, and they really they add to the whole feel of the table setting. Next to those, you can't have an Italian dinner and feel like you're an Italian dinner without the Chianti bottles. The Chianti bottles, and I have them on wooden stands. They have those multi-drip candles in them that drip down, make it a really nice look to them, and they just melt down in different colors. All right, so next to that, again, I have some more little daisies in glasses, and then we'll get to the centerpiece here. Let me move the camera so we can see that a little better. This is going to be the centerpiece because it is pizza and we're serving it in here, kind of family style. I used my wooden 3-tier centerpiece to put the pizzas on. As you can see, I put the pizza pans in here so you get a good idea. I'm serving 2 different pizzas, and I went over the menu with you in the beginning. And so they'll come in here, the pizzas will be up on here. What I'm putting on the bottom is I have salt and pepper right there. And then underneath here, I've got these little jars, these little covered dishes. And in these little dishes, this one's going to have Parmesan cheese, and it'll sit under there. And this one's going to have roasted garlic. And again, back under there. And then this little one will have red pepper. They sit under there just like that. So you have all your condiments right there for people. Now, if we can see, we'll keep going down the aisle here. Again, we have another one of the candles, the melting candles in a Chianti bottle. And another bread bowl. And the rest of the place settings right here. So if you can get the whole feel of the table, let's see if we can do that for the whole table. On the other side, right, you can't see it very well from here, but on the other side of the stand behind the pizza, there is a big wooden salad bowl. That's where the salad will go and sit, and it'll be passed around. Here's another angle of the table, and there you can see the salad bowl right there, and you can see the setup of the table. It is very rustic, very casual. It's set up to have a fun time for everybody. This little section's above the apothecary. I used that little greenhouse box that I got. I put a couple of rustic looking little chickens in there with some greenery. Green plant is in there. It's a rosemary plant. And then here's another plant I got. I used a lot of live plants in this room. I wanted to give a lot of feel for just to have a lot of greenery, a lot of plants. Thought it felt good for this ambiance that I was trying to create. So, like I said, I didn't do over the top or anything, but I wanted that feel kind of the outside in here. Okay, we'll look at the little side table next. Okay, here on the little side table, I have a little antique wooden tray right there, and inside I put two of my chickens that you will see throughout the videos wherever I can put them. And another live plant is in with them. It's up on a little stool to give it some more height. And that's all I did. That's what I did on that table. And this is the little entry table as you come into the dining room. It's the one by the main windows. I took another one of my antique wooden trays, round trays, and I filled it with plants, and I put plants on the side. So there just was a lot of greenery in here. And then it's also flanked on each side by my big cactuses that I have in here. I just think that really pulls together. And if you have, trust me, I borrowed plants from the other places in the house to bring them in here for this shoot. So if you're going to do something, that's another thing you could think about, is you don't have to have those plants in that room. Swipe them from another room and bring them on in for that party or whatever that event you're having. And you know, if you have a neighbor that has some really, nice plants and you're having an event, ask if you can borrow them just for the night. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on them. And but sometimes live plants are just the best. All right, let's take a look at this fireplace and what I've done with it. At the top of it, I put a plant alongside of those kind of rustic candle holders that I have, candlestick holders that I have. And they're really tall, and on the top of that, I put a candle. And I matched them on both sides. And in the middle, I found this really nice, I don't know if you can really see it as well as I'd like you to, but I'll do my best to get in there. But it's around and it's kind of glass, a glass, I guess it's painted on glass, but it's of an Italian village, and I just loved it. So it just makes the feeling in this room. I love what it does to the feeling in this room. So I did, that's in here, and then of course over here is the other candle holder and the plant. Now down below, here comes my rustic side again. You know, I have, if I can find it, if I can get down below. Oh, there it is. Some of you might remember in my fall video, I was so proud to find this antique barrel, and I knew I wanted to use it again, and I have. Here's the barrel. I love this barrel. It's an antique barrel. Not sure what they might have used it for, but there it is. And I've used it for lots of stuff. Here, I made a nest in the top of hay, and I've put one of my chickens. She's setting in there, like roosting in there. And so she's here for the party. And next to her in the center is the, let me see if I can get it to focus in a little better. Okay, I just set up a little bit of a wine so we would have it close by, and there's 3 different kinds of wines there with all the equipment that we need. So they are sitting there on a tray, and then next to that is another one of my chickens. You'll find that chickens are my thing. I love chickens, and they just seem to go well with this whole theme. And so there's one of my roosters, and I put her next to the Norfolk pine, and that pretty much takes care of it. So overall in here, like I said, I tried to keep it kind of a rustic, casual feel, and yet it wasn't so basic that, you know, it was so casual that, you know, it was paper plates type of thing. But this, I think the guests that are coming will really enjoy this. I know I will. I'm looking forward to it. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some ideas from it. And I hope you'll continue to subscribe to my channel. And I hope to see you back here very soon. I will finish out here. Keep watching, and you'll get to see what our riddle is, and also the pet community page. All right, so I'll be back with you soon. Thank you. Well, welcome back. Hope you enjoyed that and got some sort of inspiration for, you know, one party you might like to have. So again, please subscribe if you haven't already, and you know, go ahead and hit the like button. Now, coming up next, the next video will be about St. Patrick's Day, so that should be a lot of fun. And stay tuned for the riddle. Find out how you did on the last riddle and the new riddle coming up, and of course our community pet page. So I hope you all are staying well, healthy, and happy, and I look forward to being with you again. And I'll see you. Check me out on my my Instagram and my Facebook at SusanCanCreate. And until next time, see ya. Bye-bye.